Yes, hello. This is part two basically. Sorry, I rambled quite a bit for the first part. I'm going to try and speed up this time. I have five topics I want to talk about. Well, it's really four, um, but hopefully I can get it all done within the 10 minutes. Um, right, and sorry again about how long it took. Right, so I've gone over like the tiers, what I believe is tiers and everything, and some like cool stuff that were like options that you can do, what I think about some of the decks, um, and now I talked about all the end sectors and wind-ups and cool stuff. Um, right. Yeah, like I was saying in the last video, so like I mentioned that you should be thinking about the three decks. I think you should think about wind-ups really. Like, it's stupid not to, because but I'll get into that later with the hand trap thing. But yeah, so you think of them three first, and then you think of the other stuff. So you're always going to see it, but it's not going to be as big of a deal as you may think it will be. And like, say you verse like three rabbits or something, and then you may verse one or two of the 1.5 decks if you're lucky, sort of thing. Maybe more heroes because it seemed to be more established, it's proved itself, and it's cheap. But yeah. Anyway, so now I'm going to talk about main snowman. It's one of the things I was doing at Long Beach, because Long Beach was amazing because it wasn't expected. You would go into the event, buy some Dino Rabbit, and pretty much not many people thought of the idea of maining snowman. Like, well, everyone knows it's side deck, but you wouldn't, when you'd summon the Lagio and just have a set monster, not many people for the first early round thought you had the Snowman Eater first game, so they'll be like, oh wow, I didn't know you had that. And then for the rest of the event, like, oh, right, um, right, then for the rest of the event, you would like be wondering, are you the person you're versing? Are you running Snowman? This sort of thing. You'd be thinking about it in your head and just being very more cautious. Not like everyone did that, but it was a thing that quite a few people were doing and overcomplicating it. So it was very good for them. It's become more popular over time, but still not everyone does it. So just thinking about this point in time, is mainly Snowman is a good thing. At the moment, yes, I'm still using it. Infectors are becoming more popular, and Rabbit is losing steam. Like, it's a good deck, but people are realising that it's not as good as it was. Like, in March, sort of time, like, at the start of the format, end of last format, Rabbit was the best deck. But it's coming to, like, with the versatility of Infected and Wind Up, I'm gradually thinking Rabbit might be one of the worst of the three decks. Sure, like, Rabbit has a good Infected matchup and has a good Wind Up matchup, but if you're going into a big event where, like, you have the Sabersaurus and the Cavazors, and you can open up really mediocre, which is why I ran Wind Up at Long Beach. But the whole time I was going to the event, I was between Wind Ups and Rabbit on what I should use. And when I was chilling with some of the Americans, um, and this one American, I was with Billy and Fraser and everyone, so everyone knows I run the ARG guys apparently, and I was just chilling with them, and then like there was a couple of other Americans that I didn't really know that well, just talking to them, and this one guy showed me his wind-up build, and it was quite like unique, and like it was mainly like Snowman, Dimensional Prism, Smashing Ground. It was targeted just to beat the rabbit matchup basically, and I was testing it a lot, playing a lot of people for like cards, money and shit, and it was doing very well. Um, and then like the day, like a couple of like 2 hours before the event, um, I was just thinking, and like I was like rushing because Merlin Schumacher was trying to think of what to use. I was like, what the hell are you using? Like, if you're not using rabbit, can I borrow it? I was like, I came to the conclusion, like, which I was thinking like the whole time, but then I finally decided upon it. If I'm going into a big event like Long Beach, which is going to be 12 rounds, at least, or like, I thought it would be like 12 to 13 rounds, do I really want to be using a deck that I could open really subpar, and if I'm versing in the mirror, or like anything really, and they open really good, I'm screwed? Like, I would prefer to go with wind-ups and have like a subpar, like a mediocre hand against the rabbit nut. I have a lot of options, and I can still do well against rabbit. So that's the reason why I did it, and I lost in the bubble. Um, I'll probably do it, like, I haven't really done a tournament report because I really couldn't be bothered, but I will do like a video tournament report if people want to. I know it was a while back, but I still remember everything, and so like give me like a thumbs up, or like if you know me or something, tell me that you want to see my tournament report or whatever, and then I'll probably do one. Yeah, I did run a complete huge tangent. So at the moment, I'm still running, I was still making Snowman, although the popularity for Princesses are going up. I think you have to wait until a lot of people realise, and like you see that Rabbit's not doing as well as it was, because when they go away from Rabbit and you see in the big events that Rabbit isn't doing as well, then I think you should stop making Snowman. But until then, I think Snowman is still going to be a necessity sort of thing. Plus, like, it's amazing against heroes still. It's good against dragons. I guess it's good against windups. Like, you can like be a bit annoying for them to hit into it and stuff, because they can't grab it. So yeah. Next thing, just like a stall out thing, with Spirit Reaper and Galenduo. I personally prefer Reaper because the discarding option is very good, and although they can waste like a Lance on it, Lance is a very good card, very like versatile for Rabbit. So that's a Lance out of the way, which is pretty cool. Like, I know you want to stall out as much as possible, but sometimes like, if you're in a good position, then anyway, like, that's good leeway for the Lance. And plus of course there's warnings, things change and everything, whereas Galenduo doesn't. Galenduo is obviously the best choice that isn't Spirit Reaper, because the Marshmallow, like, bulk up, and the full they switch to attack mode and you're screwed. Yeah, so Galenduo is like, if you don't like that, if you don't like the target, then fair enough, Galenduo is another choice. I personally prefer Reaper because of the versatility it has on top of it, although it has the bad points. I think the good points overweigh it, but that's up to you. Then hand traps. Max 2 is seeing a lot less play. I can understand, like, people are realising it's not as great against Rabbit as it was, like other people think initially thought. It's only really for, it's up against, well, it's up against heroes, it's up against dragons, it's up against Starfire, which is a tier 1.5 deck. It's not very good against insectors, so it's only really against wind-up, so people have decided it, if anything at all. Which I can understand, but if you're, like, and people are going through the Veiler option, but you have to think of it this way: Veiler and Crow don't definitely stop the loop, whereas Maxi does. A good wind-up player should, if they be able to, get out of that potentially. So it's a bit, but if that's what you decide, then fair enough. Another thing is the DB Crow thing, about how, like, if you DB Crow the Hornet and then they get to look at your hands, sort of thing, it's pretty cool. But just be wary about clocky hand trap hands. Anyway, I went on a tangent for way too long. I did cover a lot of, basically everything I wanted. Maybe not as much as I wanted to go into depth about it. But yeah, once again, if you want to see a tournament report, give a thumbs up, or comment about it, or give me a message like on Facebook or something. And if you want me to cover anything, if you don't feel like I did enough on it, please write a comment as well, or let me know. Thank you very much for watching. I will do some more videos soon. I hope you enjoyed it. Please comment, rate, subscribe, and until next time, YouTube, have fun dueling.